All right, having a really fun day today, talking with all of you, watching you guys talk about it in the bullpen and the stream. Thank you. Sal Capaccio with you on the Northtown Automotive Extra Point Show. Hot Dirt, Keenan, Steve, Robert, AC Man, Chudley. Just want to give you guys a shout out. Somebody, who is this? Yen. I don't want to say your whole name there. I can't say it. Sal, do a victory Tuesday and Wednesday. I can't. I'm off on Tuesdays. When the Bills play on Sunday, my day off is Tuesday because that's the team's day off, so I do not have practice to cover, and it's the one time where I get a chance to kind of decompress and these days basically get to the honey-do list around the house. In fact, last week my wife called it not the to-do list, the Tuesday-do list because she knows I'm off on Tuesday, so... It wasn't that bad, though. Just could rake some leaves and stuff. It got me out of the house a little bit to rake some leaves. Oh, by the way, I don't really do leg day anymore at the gym. I don't really go to the gym as much anymore. I do a lot of home workouts. But, I know I should do legs more. I run a little bit. I don't do leg day. So, back in the day, I got to go squat, and I could squat and do all these leg I don't do that anymore. I'm it's just not worth it for me. But sometimes I wish I did because, have you guys raked leaves and had to scoop them and put them in a bag? Have you done that? And the next day, the legs are killing me from it. I'm like, why are my legs sore? Oh, yeah.
It's all the
squatting
leaves.
Down with the leaves and putting them in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
When we still had the place up in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to do the, acre of leaf raking.
Dude.
That was a day every spring that was you.
Dude, I don't want to hear from you. You're a world-class athlete. You were a teenager playing the highest level of hockey you could play, pretty much.
Yeah, all right. I don't really have much to debate that with, but it was hard.
Yes.
And I was doing a lot of squats at the time.
Right, yes.
So
yeah, right, come on.
It applies. Yeah. I was doing all the stuff you're saying you wish you still did, and it didn't.
It reminds me of Rocky when he's training, and you got Drago who's doing all the high tech stuff.
Yeah,
just have Rocky rake leaves.
I know,
and scoop them up. That'll get the legs going.
I know.
That'll get the legs going there, right? I know. 803-0550. Go ahead, Joe.
It's fine. I played in a turkey bowl on Saturday with my friends,
there you go.
And was running all over the field with them, and I felt like I was 90 the next day. And we're not good. We're not good shape.
Chicken leg awareness day. I don't have chicken legs. I think I have good legs. I have good legs. I just don't want to do leg day anymore. Someone said, "How about the shoveling of the snow?" Yes, all about shoveling the end of the driveway. Same thing. IDL. I appreciate you. That's right. Shoveling can do that too. You get down, you have to with that tough snow. Anyway, that's what happened last week. Had that to-do list, had to go rake leaves, and the next day I was feeling it. Bills have pretty much just Sunday games from now on, so it's a routine week. And this week, Sean McDermott will speak to the media today. A little bit later this afternoon, we'll get an injury update. Told you about Joey Bosa. That's the only one we're really monitoring from this game, but there are others, of course, who didn't play, like Joshua Palmer, Dalton Kincaid, Terrell Bernard, and we'll hear about them. And, of course, Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown as well on the offensive side. So we'll get that. And then Wednesday, McDermott will address the media before practice. Then there'll be a practice at 12:30. It's a regular Wednesday, Thursday, leading into the Bengals on Sunday, which, of course, is here on WGR. So is the Sabres game tonight. Sabres-Jets tonight. Winnipeg Jets come to town. And real quick on this, Hellebuck is injured. He's not playing, right? He's one of the best in the world. So he's not playing tonight.
Correct. Yeah, he's got a knee issue that's keeping him out for now.
And that could that affect both games? They play the Jets, I think, twice here in the next little while.
I would think that Hellebuck's been out for 2 weeks now. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it was like a 4 to 6 week sort of IR stint that he was looking at. So I would think if they're playing in the next week or so.
Okay, and then the second part of this is Josh Norris apparently is on the top line at practice. Do we think that means he's playing tonight? Have we heard anything on that?
He was with the top line and on the top power play unit a little bit last week.
But this is a game day skate.
This is
game day prep.
It could go either way, really. Lindy's been kind of talking about him like he's close. It just kind of depends on whenever his body sort of tells him is ready.
Okay.
It's ready, essentially. We'll see. I wouldn't expect them to rush him back in any – I don't know. Their season is such a weird place right now.
It's
hard for me to imagine them thinking we need to get him back so we have a chance. but like that's kind of where they're at. So
I mean, they're
maybe.
5 points out of a playoff spot right now. They win tonight, they're back to within 3.
Right. But
I mean,
how many teams?
I know
the
East is the East. Well, you win tonight, you climb over 2, I think.
Yeah, you get ahead of Toronto and Florida if you win tonight.
I mean, you talk about the misery of winning. I was joking earlier, but the frustration of the Sabres, the way that they play, their inconsistencies is maddening right now. They get blown out at home to the Devils, and then they go to Minnesota, a very good Minnesota Wild team, and they win in the shootout over the weekend. That was nice. At the hotel, watching on my phone with people around the bar, and, Bills fans are there, and they're still into it, right? And you're just waiting for this team to kind of go on a run. They haven't won 3 in a row all year. They have a chance for 2 in a row tonight. That game at 7:30, pregame at 6:30 here on WGR Sports Radio 550. Sal Capaccio with it is the Northtown Automotive Extra Point Show on a Buffalo football Monday. We just did our required hockey talk today. Sabres tonight, but the Bills win 27-6. I'm sorry, 26-7. I flipped that in Pittsburgh yesterday. And of course, Buffalo Football Monday is presented by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. It is the Catholic Health Buffalo Football Monday as well. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, just told you that. And by Northtown Hyundai, Western New York's premier Hyundai dealership. Shop online at northtownhyundai.com. Let's get to our extra point from the sidelines, a deeper look into something that happened from the sidelines. It is brought to you by Catholic Health, the right way to care. Okay, couple of things. Number one, I've been talking about this all morning, and I mentioned it earlier. One thing I wanted to talk about on the sidelines was how the demeanor and the attitude of the Buffalo Bills changed after Josh Allen was hit. I mean, it just really changed. And I believe that was a big, big moment in the game. Now, granted, it was 2 minutes before halftime. They only got a field goal out of it. But I think he came out with a bit of a renewed attitude out of the locker room in halftime. That does not mean they weren't ready to play. It doesn't mean that the Steelers wanted it more, like those things we heard a few weeks ago. Yes, I know those can be concerns. The Bills were still playing better than the Steelers, much better. But when something like that happens in sports, there's a fight, there's a big hit, something happens in a game. When you're a competitor, a highly competitive person, and they're competing, you're competing, and you're in that environment, I think that can matter. You think about big hits in hockey. You think about fouls in basketball, fights in hockey. This was a hit on your quarterback. It really kind of, I think, got the Bills to a different type of place from that point on. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was the Renegade song and how the Steelers play this. It's kind of like the Bills have adopted Mr. Brightside, but this has been going on for years. Renegade. They play it generally either to start or in the fourth quarter. They play Renegade to get the crowd fired up, to get their team fired up. And yesterday, we were talking on the broadcast, are they really going to play it? They're down pretty bad. They're not playing well. People are booing. Are they going to play Renegade here? And sure enough, they did a little while later. And I got to tell you, everybody, Bills fans loved it. Steelers fans kind of hated it. They kind of hated it. They were like, you could see in their face, like, I can't believe they're playing this song. And Bills fans were fired up by it, taking it over. Much like Matt Barkley did, waving the jacket back in 2019 and saying, we're going to take it over. Back in 2019, the Bills played that song at practice all the time and said, you're going to hear this, you're going to hear this. This is going to be our song. We're going to take advantage of this. And if we're on offense when it happens, we're going to go with a shot play. And they did. Go back to 2019. Watch that game over. Bills win on a Sunday night. They clinch a playoff spot. Renegade is played, and the Bills on the sidelines loved it. And then Dable calls a shot play, and the Bills complete it down the field. This was very similar. Other than the shot play, Bills fans took it over. And they were like, yeah, rubbing it in, basically. It was amazing to see.